happy to think. I think we can do both. And one thing I'm going to say, we're playing first tomorrow at Love Vibe.
We can do something first.
Nice.
No, we can be there.
You know what I mean?
It's a candid.
Start recording straight away.
Do you want us to like clap?
Good. Yeah, now I'll get you guys to clap. 3, 2, 1. So yeah, that's a nice one, guys. Thank you for joining me.
Cool.
I just wanted to kick off by saying that you guys have been going since about May last year. Is that right?
Yeah.
So it's talking 10 months, not even a year.
Yeah.
What is the highlight been so far?
The do you want me to?
Here you go.
Grab the mic.
Grab the
No,
mic.
no, grab the mic.
The pipeline. The Cowley Club gig at the end of last year, the last gig of 2024. That was really fun. That was a Palestine fundraiser, and it was just like we all got a bit pissed. It was just like we were really excited because we were starting to record. Yeah, it was just like I feel like for me that's the highlight. I don't know about you guys.
Well, we put that on ourselves as well, which was quite
It's nice to be. It's nice to be in a room like where the people who are watching you are like-minded. So like the people who are watching, they understand what you're doing.
Do you feel like with all the gigs that you've played, you resonate the most with like the Cowley Club or a lot of places that have these kind of like?
No, I quite like Green Door's stall.
Yeah.
Just playing there.
Yeah.
Green Door's been fun.
Always good sound as
So
well.
you guys have played quite a variety of venues. You know, you've arranged your own headliner at the Bees Mouth, I believe. You played at the Bees Mouth.
Yeah, we didn't arrange that one.
No, yeah. So you go kind of between like Green Door at the moment and then.
It's a bit of everything really.
Yeah.
I think we're doing Pipeline next week as well, which is
Is that
Dalton's
and
as
then
well.
tomorrow you're playing.
Hoping we're in tomorrow night.
So that's why we're here. I'm assuming getting the final rehearsal.
Yeah.
Just like any Brighton venue, pretty much.
So you say you started recording late last year.
Yeah.
Was it November time, I think?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Can we hear anything about that? Like, are we expecting anything this year in terms of? Because you guys have been grinding out lots of gigs recently, but we haven't heard anything about a single. Or...
It's kind of it's in the works. We've had some like production difficulties, which has put like a bit of a setback to it, but we're grinding, keeping it going. You know, we're trying.
Yeah.
Nothing's set
It's
in
taking
stone.
longer than we kind of thought it was going to.
Yeah.
But it is getting there slowly.
We're getting to a place where we're really happy now, as well, is what I was going to say.
Yeah. So do you feel like there were a few teething problems when you first started? Was the chemistry quite instant when you started getting into a room together?
It was originally me and Ben. We just kind of jammed, and then we got Oren on it as well.
Yeah.
And then
Literally like a week later, we got Georgie.
we got Georgie.
Yeah.
It did kind of click into place. Yeah.
How did you guys cross paths? Is it sort of
Through uni.
nice?
Yeah.
It's a common theme, I feel. Fans, yeah.
Oren had a Velvet Underground t-shirt on, and we jammed with him in a lesson, and we were like, me and Marcy went, should we ask that guy to come jam? And it was one of the first songs we wrote called Brazen, and it was pretty much you were like, yeah, let me be in the band, please.
It's cool music.
Yeah.
Was there a selection process when it came to like getting the lineup? Did someone decide?
Not really. It was more just kind of like we just wanted to sit in the room. We wanted to like the person first. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of bands get in bands with people, and then they get a year down the line and just end up like hating each other. So we wanted to
We're not there yet.
No, you're in that like honeymoon period.
We're working through it. But we wanted to be like someone we could equally have a beer with, or just hang out with, that kind of thing. First, and then we realised we'd hang out with Oren. And the same goes for Georgie, because me and Georgie we're from the same place. We both moved down from Norfolk.
Yeah, so went to the same college.
Yeah.
Is there like a songwriting process? Would you say it's very similar to that? As in you getting in a room together, improvising, and just feeling things out, feeling the chemistry?
Initially, it was I would write the songs and then bring them to the band. But recently, we've been straying away from that a lot more, which has been really fun, I found.
Yeah.
It's been often like we have different parts that we kind of want to jam, and then we get in a room and, you know, like just fuck about
Do
pretty
you feel
much.
like you've had to deflect quite a lot of each other's ideas? Do you kind of had to criticise each other quite a lot, or does it all seem to blend quite
Seems
nicely?
to flow quite well.
Yeah, to
really.
be honest with you,
Yeah.
I think we're all up for trying shit as well.
Yeah.
You know, no idea's a bad idea until it sounds like garbage.
Yeah,
And then we're
like-
like, okay, maybe we won't do that. But, you know,
But there hasn't really been many things
No.
that have been just binned off entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it is nice. Just rehearsing and just being able to go, oh, should we try this? Nah, it's a bit shit, you know.
And then
But
move on.
none of us are like hurt.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's quite natural. It's nice.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll be completely honest, throw it out there. I haven't seen you guys since the Face Off fundraiser last
Yeah.
year.
Oh,
It's
nice.
been a
That
hot
was
minute.
really fun.
Really, really fun gig.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys have got a gig coming up with Sugar Free with Tommy Yake and Wim,
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 which I'm hoping to come to. I was like looking through, you've got such a long list of gigs coming up. Would you say there's been quite a change in your sound since, say, that fundraiser?
Absolutely. Oh, maybe not the fundraiser. I'd say that there's been a massive change since when we started.
Yeah.
I think we've got harder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely got heavier kind of sort of sound. But,
We've written more, I'd say, like,
More instrumentally focused songs
Yeah.
rather than lyrically focused.
but we said, like, we just recently about finished 2 songs, and they're both quite heavy. So we were saying probably now next one will be a softer one.
yeah, I think we need to mix up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you quite like that kind of not fitting into a specific
Yeah.
genre?
A lot of people, I like it when a lot of people say that actually, when they're like, what kind of genre do you think that you are? I like that. It's like,
Yeah.
I think indicative of us as people and
Yeah.
as musicians, taking all these influences and not really kind of, but it means that you can blend into so many different communities as well, which I think is really, it's just really lovely.
I'll always agree with what you think of me. So do it, Julie, please. Fix me.
Would you say there's any promoters or kind of venues that you've worked with, or maybe even local bands that you'd like to mention? Any favourites locally?
Probably Love Thy Neighbour.
Yeah,
My Neighbour.
they've put us on the most gigs
Yeah.
so far.
Five was great. Shout Pleasance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pleasant.
Pleasants are cool.
Lana Del Rey.
Not that for sure.
Yeah, and shout Annie from Clitric for
Yeah.
putting us on our first headliner at the Albert, just
Yeah.
like randomly.
And that was such a good show.
Yeah,
as
that was
well.
really fun.
That's one of my favourite shows we've done.
Yeah, we got so fucked up.
Yeah.
Has it's only been like 10 months? Do you feel like you've been received by the local music scene quite quickly?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
It
Yeah, I
felt
can see.
not overnight for sure because we put so many hours in to try and make it work, but it did happen very quickly in terms of just being like, cool, you're headlining. And like I said, you know, we don't really have to try that hard to book gigs anymore. It's nice because we've got a lot of connections within Brighton now. People just want to have us on shows, which is really nice.
I think it's a testament to the music community in Brighton, though. Like, it is so nice.
Do you know what they're like?
Yeah, I've got them.
How would you say that translates to kind of out of Brighton shows? Have you guys dabbled into that?
No, not yet. We're trying so hard.
We really want to.
I mean, it's just like a lot of applying, you know, talking and emailing, but no result yet.
Well, wasn't there something possibly?
Something's gonna happen.
Possibly.
Yeah, something's in the works.
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
Any kind of dreams for the year, like festivals or anything like that?
Any festival would be cool, but I really want to get play a gig in London, just like in
Yeah.
like the next 4 or 5 months would be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
London show's always great, like great crack, and it'd be cool to maybe do a show in Bristol as well, because every show I've been to in Bristol's always been great fun.
In terms of recording, do you have any ideas about dates or maybe things that are going to come? 2025, anything
in the next 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Kind of ideally before then, but like just being
Realistic.
realistic, that's probably what it's going to be. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, probably. I don't know. Probably definitely. Well, won't be more than 2, probably.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's been like really, really fun, but there's just been like a couple of things.
Yeah, we got through it now, and it's just like we can see the light at the end of the tunnel now. It's just feeling good.
Yeah, it's
Done
just
the initial kind of like.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's mostly just thinking about streaming and when to put out music, like how far in advance. I want to have music out so people can listen to our stuff after the shows. I don't really give a shit about streaming numbers, although it is nice, but for a first release it's not really going to be anything monumental.
Yeah. It'd just be nice to have something out there so people can find us, I think, initially. And then,
You've got a decent waiting list as well, to be fair.
yeah.
Yeah? Really?
From what I've heard, to be fair, I've had a few conversations, and yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting year for you guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So where can we find you? Socials, where to place?
That's you.
M.Woodroe on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah,
We know that info.
yeah, that's it. Or
That's
MySpace.
Yeah. Sweet as, nice one. Thank you guys.
No worries, thank you.